Hi, this is Graham Mann from H2L Building Services. Hi, this is Graham Mann. Welcome to my podcast. Another weekly roundup of the trials and tribulations of the water industry, water bill validation, water audits, some of the successes we've had with regards to refunds and overcharging, and the challenges we're having with water bill errors. Hope you enjoy the podcast. So I saw the bills coming in during the week. More billing issues. Just to explain to the viewers what we're coming across now, because obviously it's only H2O that seem to be picking these up. We don't see any others coming through on the through the social media networks or on LinkedIn or anything else like that. So what's been happening now?
At the moment, we're having some issues with one particular water company where they're sending out late payment fees. And these are for £150 each time plus VAT. And for bills that they say are late, but when you actually look at the bill, nowhere under the bill does it say how many days you have to pay, what date the bill is actually due. And usually when we receive the bill, it's already 7 days old anyway. Right. So if we go by other water companies' bills, it's usually 14 days they give you to pay the bill. So already they've only got 7 days to pay it. The date that it arrives in our office, it goes on our system, it gets stamped, and if it's right to pay, then it gets sent off straight away. If it's not, then we keep it, we get in touch with the water company, and we sort it out and get it rebilled.
So what I can't get my head around is so you must be ringing up and saying we've got these issues, but they're not resolving them. We've
gone past we've gone past ringing them up now, because it's getting to the stage where there's far too many of them. What we're doing now is we are emailing with a long list of accounts where...
Are you getting responses?
No. So much so we've had to find out somebody senior within the company to actually get in touch with.
Right, okay. So this is the same water company then?
The same water company.
Well, it's Water Plus, so there's no reason why we can't say Water Plus. And I'm drafting a letter to Kim Ratcliffe, the Customer Services Director at Water Plus, to cover off the latest round of billing madness, I call it, and all the other long-standing issues, totaling up to about 700,000, something like that. Heidi's got some downstairs.
That is with one client, yes.
Yeah, it's got to stop now. So we're going to ask for their personal intervention, like we've done before, but we're doing it at a high level, and we're going to ask her to arrange for a team to come over and look at all the billing issues, have full and free access to the database, take the specific details down and take the information away and give us a schedule of when they're going to resolve these issues. That is the only way I see we're doing it. If that doesn't work and they say no, we're not coming over, then I suppose the only way I've got to go then is Consumer Council for Water, but that takes months and months and months. Is take the whole package over to the enforcement people at Ofwat and see if they can do anything about it.
I think some of this though is not actually it's one department not talking to another department, because I did ring up about one of our clients' bills who had this £150 fee, and in the end what we found out was they the department that are chasing debt had said that there was a debt of one bill, which they had not been informed by the billing department that bill had been cancelled and rebilled because they'd overestimated on use. So therefore the client was actually in credit and they didn't owe anything, but the legal department had not been told that. And then the debt department was just chasing it still. So one department is not talking to another, and it doesn't seem to go onto a client's account that bill has been credited and been rebilled. And so therefore there is no debt to chase. And so they were chasing a £150 bill for debt collection for a bill that didn't exist.
This has to be thousands upon thousands upon thousands of bills.
Well, if we've got hundreds of them for...
we can't be the only
for a few clients,
water consultants that are having billing issues.
We won't be, but it seems like you say that we're the only ones that seem to be screaming at the water company.
What's concerning me as well is that there'd be thousands of companies out there thinking they're getting a water bill validation service, and the bills are just getting passed and they're getting paid. And I know that for a fact.
I think a lot of them, they do bill validation, they just make sure that the bill adds up correctly, and they don't actually look at the tariffs and what is being billed.
Yeah. So, okay. So what have we got? Any good news this week?
We have. We've put 8 claims into one water company for one of our clients with possible annual savings of around 26,000 and refunds. We're putting an estimated figure of about 144.
144,000. That's not bad. And we just dispatched the water and wastewater audit yesterday.
We did.
Was that for a dairy?
For a large dairy who, if we've given them a recommendation to go onto a borehole, which would save them at least 80 to 100,000 a year. And we've also looked at their trade effluent charges and found that they're being overcharged by 15,000 a year, and that should go back and probably give them a refund of at least 80,000.
Yeah, and that's quite significant, and that's a long-standing account.
It is.
The borehole or the alternative water supply is of great interest to me, because that would contain what's called off-grid. That's a water industry term.
Yeah.
And that will then basically won't need to be have Yorkshire water supplies.
No, not at all.
There's plenty of water in North Yorkshire. It's been falling all the time. So.
There is plenty in North Yorkshire.
But customers should also think outside the box, and if they're large users, anything between 30 and 50 or 100,000 cubic metres can quite easily go on to alternatives.
As long as there's a water course near them, then
absolutely,
that is possible.
Aquifer.
Yes.
Oh dear, and that's really about it. It's a bit of a wrap, but it's been good news, and hopefully King Ratcliffe will give us a positive reply to our email, and we can start resolving the billing issues. After we've resolved these billing issues, it has to be said that we will be switching water supplier.
We will be indeed.
About 1,000 sites being switched, because these situations have gone on for about a year and a half, probably since deregulation.
At least a year and a half.
Yeah. Okay, that's fine. So thank you very much indeed, Nicky.
Thank you.